No one's commented yet, so.
Okay. Well, I will just make my tea live then.
Why not? I've made cocktails live. Why not tea? A Brocante and Bergamot. It's on brand.
It's on brand, and I really wanted to be on brand today. I was feeling it. So
listen, we were both like, now one of my collections does go off the rails, but it's connected to one of yours. So there's a strange synchronicity to all of our slides today.
Awesome.
Let me tell you.
Yay.
Hey, Harry.
Well, look, first one in is Harry Humstone. How's it going? Welcome. Happy Monday.
Everything is awesome.
Everything is awesome. And that's from a Lego movie, which I have never seen, but I at least I know it's from a Lego movie.
It's from the Lego movie.
Oh, there's only one Lego movie?
Well, that one in particular is just called the Lego movie.
Oh,
and then there's like sequels to it.
Got it.
And then there's Lego versions of lots of other movies. But the Lego movie is funny and worth a watch, actually.
Yeah. It's been a long day for me too, Catherine. It's been a long day.
Well, listen.
Doing good, Harry, though. Thank you for asking. We're both doing well. Thank you.
I had a very full weekend.
Yeah.
I had a craft show Saturday, which luckily I had help both setting up and tearing down, because I was worried, because this was my first like full show since last August. And
but you mean like, what do you mean full show?
Like having to set up a tent and tables and everything else. And so I was a little worried on how the back would do, but I've been working very hard at like slowly gaining strength and stamina. So I still could function Saturday after. And then you know what I did? You know what I did yesterday?
What did you do yesterday?
I mowed my yard myself.
You mowed the whole yard?
Not the whole yard, half of it.
Still, I mean,
the front, the hardest part plus the part by my car. So basically the whole front, including weed eating. But the one front portion, when I first moved here, you know how long it took me to mow that?
When you first moved here, did it take you longer than a day?
Well, it took me 2 hours, just that one portion. But I did that portion plus by my car plus some weed eating in 35 minutes.
Wow. I mean, that just proves, how much, you're walking and how much your stamina has improved.
I know. I feel almost human again.
You feel human.
Human.
You can't wait for this coming weekend because if the weather holds off, it should be like Christmas. Should it be like Christmas because of a specific reason?
Are we missing something big?
Yeah. Are we missing something big? I know here in Colorado, I'm going to be going to the Strawberry Festival this upcoming weekend, which is
our Strawberry Festival was last weekend.
Ours has nothing to do with strawberries.
Oh,
it's just a little antique show. At the same place where they had the last time I went with the garage sale place. So, but this one is not going to be the garage sale. It's going to be more of an antique show. They just call it a Strawberry Festival. Like I thought there was going to be strawberry ice cream and strawberry shortcake. Yeah, no, they just call it the Strawberry Festival.
Ooh, the Oddities and Curiosities Expo is in Catherine's neck of the woods.
This weekend too, I guess, yeah, it's May, so everything is starting up. Now's the time for all of the events to start kicking in gear. Hello, Rob Hawkins. Hi.
Hello, Rob. And then, of course, Sunday was Mother's Day.
Yes.
So I got to spend time with the family.
I'm heating up some water for tea, guys.
So Harry's excited for a yard sale Lollapalooza.
What a palooza?
Yard sale Lollapalooza.
Yard sale Lollapalooza sounds like an amazing event that I would like to be a part of.
Karen is having there's a turtle fest. Again, has nothing to do with turtles. Jennifer went to the Kirstie Alley estate sale.
You know, who was telling me that? Christy. Tippy Wins Vintage was telling me that, yeah, she went. And that prices were ridiculously high for a walk-in local event. Like I don't know, Christy said that she watched the video and that there was some crazy prices, like prices that they should have just done an internet
auction.
Yeah.
Jennifer said there were good prices on a lot of the things.
Oh, okay.
Has it been going on for a while?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything. I just remember Christy telling me that Siren Vintage, Southern Siren
Gina
went and did a video. And so Christy was telling me that there was like a dress and like nightgowns that were like hundreds of dollars, like weird things.
Oh, Jennifer got an oil painting of a dog for a steal.
Oh, cool. Hey, Tammy Renee. Oh, and Mary. Hi. Sorry, I was getting some tea. So Jennifer, you got some good deals there. Good to know.
I mean,
how big is the dog painting?
It's a little far for me to get there.
Yeah.
We're gonna need a picture, Jennifer.
Yeah, I would love to see your little dog painting.
Well, didn't you get that hand at the Kirstie Alley estate sale, Jennifer?
She got a hand?
Yeah, I saw it on her Instagram feed.
Okay. Is knew
it's stunning. You would die.
What?
If you saw it. I think it's on her is it on your eBay, Jennifer, or on your Instagram?
If I saw the hand?
Yeah. Here. Let me just take a goggle.
Okay.
I know, because I messaged her about it. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, I miss so much. I work and then I get tired and just go to sleep. Hold on. I need to hold on. Just give me a second so I can.
Let me turn down the brightness so you're not seeing the.
Is that a Parian wear? I have one similar, but it's not colored.
It's like a pink pineapple.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I've got one holding like a pineapple, or I thought it was more like a strange urchin, but it's very similar. It's just not colored. It's not painted.
Yeah.
Maybe they were all started painted. Mine's just white.
It's possible. Or some were probably white.
Maybe. Yeah, I
So
love those.
maybe it was expensive if you didn't understand what you were looking at.
Jennifer, do you want to sell yours? Because I'd love a second one.
It is for sale.
It is?
Uh-huh.
It's in her eBay?
Well, she has it, yes. Or you can just DM her on Instagram.
Oh. Like I really need Catherine. What's wrong? What's wrong with me? I keep telling everyone.
Can I show it?
Yeah, I can't. I'm out of control. I can't be buying, and I'm just like, oh, I want it. I want it.
Jennifer, can I show the doggy picture? Mm-hmm. Let me know. Kara's here.
Hey, is it Kara? Not Kara?
Is it Kara or Kara? Kara.
I've always said Kara.
All right, look at the puppy.
Oh,
it's sizable too. It looks like it's probably 3 feet.
Yeah, that's fantastic. How much was that? How much of a steal did you get that for?
You need the deeps.
I want you to put
we
the
love good deals.
Real deep, Jennifer. Kira.
Okay. She got it for $195.
Wow.
And that frame is gorgeous too. All right, make yourself bigger.
Okay, sorry. I'm coming back. Here we go.
Bye. All right. Well, sorry. Allergies have been kicking my butt lately. But it's better than it was. Oh, it's VOA. Are you talking to me?
Yeah. She'll put it in the chat, Tammy. And I still get that darn dot. I used to have it solid, but my brain has not been good, and I know I want
the handle that they do removes the dot. The @ on YouTube. So if you search at VOA Quest 1910 with no dot, it will get you to me.
Yeah.
So just look for the compass. It will guide you. VOA means vintage oddities and antiques. Which I am on a quest for.
Yes. I know.
Built in 1910. See, I like to layer meanings like an onion.
Like a bloomin' onion.
Bloomin' onion. Right. Shall we begin? Because we actually have a lot of slides.
but I mean, my slides are going to be very fast.
Okay. That's fine, because I went down a rabbit hole on one, as I do. This is my own personal place setting. Just because you're having, dinner in front of the TV, watching a K-drama, does not mean you don't need to break out the fancy things.
Mm-hmm.
So, I forget what else I was going to say about it. But so this is Angela in a place setting. Okay, so we've got mid-century TV tray. We got West Virginia made restaurant ware and crystal, plus some colored glass thrown in. Not West Virginia made, and then the French kitty porte couteau. And I don't throw away chopsticks if I get them. No use them. So. And a cloth napkin. So this is Angela.
I love the TV tray.
And it was date night, so there's that.
So that's who had the blue plate. I was wondering why there were two colors of plates.
I put it in the hashtag.
Okay. So I mean, you guys know I love shoes and Victorian boots, but I have never shared a picture of an actual collection of boots. I mean, I know I collect wooden shoes, and the only boots I have that are Victorian are black, and so I have those saved for Halloween. But I wouldn't mind a beautiful kind of neutral colored collection. I think this is a very beautiful photograph, and it makes me want to pick up some I don't know what color, maybe like tan and taupe colored boots, especially with the suede. That two-tone taupe with the suede darker gray, beautiful.
Oh, Catherine has 2 pairs that fit her.
Legit, like old or redos, repops.
2 pairs of Victorian boots.
Wow. You must have a narrow foot, Catherine.
Yeah, because I got a wide, large.
I got a wide. I would never fit in any. Even if it was like a man's shoe, I don't think I would be able to fit in it. Oh, she says they're oldies. Oh, no, sorry. She says they're oldies.
Yeah. Well, and I just love that you can tell that they were used. Like, they're stained, water, they warm in the mud.
Mm-hmm.
Me too, Jennifer.
I know it.
Size 10.
I'm in the Sasquatch club too. I'm a size 10.
Well, we're staying with shoes.
Okay.
But modern.
Oh.
So we're talking about sneakers because I feel like we don't always talk about modern collectors. So I just wanted to give them a nod. And I happened across this information. So I think he's the current record holder, Jordan Geller. He was given the record for the most number of sneakers in 2012, which there's big money in sneakers. Like, I don't collect things. But this guy paid his way through law school by buying and selling sneakers. So, I mean, I can see why he wanted to collect them.
Well, it's just like anything else, you have to find the people who are obsessed with it and, gear your market toward the people who are going to buy and pay that money. I mean, just because, like someone else wants to pay $2,000 for a shoe, you or I wouldn't pay $2,000 for a shoe.
No. Well, and he just set the record, I think, for the most expensive pair of sneakers sold by Sotheby's. They were signed to Michael Jordan's.
Oh.
But at the time, he had 2,388 pairs. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Picasso Cat's here, and she's in the Sasquatch Club. But I loved that. So he set up a shoeseum in Vegas for a short period of time, and they had themes to the displays. So there's a bunch of beer-themed shoes. Photo. PBR. I was like, they're doing displays too, just like we do. Only it's just a different subject matter.
Yeah.
And I guess this had to do with Vegas and CSI. And this was the outside of the shoeseum. It is no longer open, but there's still a website with like images of all the pictures, like all the important shoes. So if you're into that, you can check out the shoeseum online, but not in person, because he's actually sold off most of his collection.
Oh,
here's all the shoes now, but the record is now held by three sisters, known as the Chicks with the Kicks. Well, actually, so they haven't officially been awarded the world record for the most shoes, but at last count, they had 6,000 pairs. So the what's it called needs to get on that.
Oh, the Guinness book,
whatever. Yeah. For Ariana, Dresden, and Dakota.
For what?
The name of the sisters is Ariana, Dresden, and Dakota.
Oh.
Yep, yeah. Three sisters. Chicks with the Kicks.
Chicks with the Kicks. And so do they own a gym, and that's where they store their collection?
Yeah. They have a Miami Heat themed gym, court, where they store all their shoes.
Interesting.
Yeah. Now back to the antique era.
Can I interest you in some croquet mallets?
Which you could wear fancy sneakers to play.
You could wear fancy sneakers to play.
Would be better than the Victorian era. I'm sure they were sinking into the mud often.
I'm sure. Yeah. I personally don't play croquet. I know I
played it growing up.
My grandmother had a mid-century set, and I remember tooling around with it as a little girl, but I've never played an actual game. Never have I played an actual full game. But I do think this collection is beautiful. I like the little jar with the balls. The stripes, the colorful stripes make it interesting. I think this photo was like maybe desaturated a little bit in Instagram, so I'm not sure if can you find them in this pretty more pastel hue, because the ones I remember
older ones are just faded. So
okay,
they usually get to this color, or the paint's worn off a good bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because the ones we played with, they were not vivid.
So, okay.
Because they belonged to my grandmother, but I think she got them from her parents.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, a wonderful summer display, a cute summer display for like outside, inside game room. Very cute.
Yeah, because you get bored playing, you just leave them laying on the lawn. I bet the other side's brighter.
Yeah, the side that's been up in the light is all faded.
But you know where you could play croquet? On the lawn of this gorgeous, unique,
oh my goodness,
house. So
this a personal home?
It is a personal home. It is the only personal residence built in the style of a Roman colonnade or temple. So it is an octagon. And based on some person, I forget, wrote a book about how this is the perfect shape for a house. And after like drooling over it, I might agree. Here we go. This is it in winter just because it's so pretty.
So is it 4 stories? Like, is that turret thing a story too?
It's actually 5 stories because there's a basement.
Oh.
So it was originally built by Paul Armour in 1859 to 1860. And the dome was added by Joseph Steiner, a tea importer, in 1872 to 1876. That's why it's called Armor-Stiner, because they're given equal credit for the creation of this house. They don't know the architect, but whoever it was, loved the detail, and they just went to town. Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Look at this porch. It goes all the way around. Can you imagine?
I can imagine. I have a really good imagination, and I can see myself sitting on the chair, walking along,
having some lemonade.
Well, yes, or water with lemon.
Well, yeah. Whatever. Wait till you see the detail of the outside of the porch.
Oh gosh.
Look at the sleeping lion.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, and you can't call it a front porch or a back porch. It's just the porch.
It's the wraparound.
It goes all the way inside.
Oh my
greenhouse and stables. We can go visit. You can do tours. It's located in New York.
I love it.
It's adorable. Like, I want this greenhouse. I mean, I kill everything green, but maybe I wouldn't in a greenhouse.
Yeah, I know, because the environment is so hospitable to your plants. I feel like they'd have a better chance.
Much better chance than my bathroom, which is where I keep them now. I think this is like the central room. Like this is a gathering room.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. I even got the layout because I was just like, I just want to show off this house. This is the music room. Obviously, it was Egyptian revival.
Yes. I love that because you really don't see a lot of homes, with Egyptian revival on the walls.
Yeah, still intact.
Yeah.
I love that fainting couch in the back. Personally, I would put it where that little niche is, but of course the piano's there, so it is a music room.
Yeah.
There's the dining room.
Oh, fun.
And I think what I like about it is I like putting things like, having theme spaces.
Yes.
Most people my age love open concept, no walls, whatever. I'm like, no, I want a little place for everything.
Yeah.
I want to read in this room. I want to nap in that room. This is how I want to live my life. Kind of how I live my life. But this is the dance room. So they added the dome so that they could have a place for parties.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that awesome?
It is awesome.
And then this, of course, spiral. Anything with a spiral staircase is like chef's kiss. And up to an observatory that looks all the way out around this amazing house. Yeah. Look at the staircase.
I like this kind of a staircase. The old stairs that had a big spot for my Sasquatch foot, so I could fit my foot on the entire step, which
and you have the Knoll post lamps, like original to the time period. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jennifer saw the lamps too. Mm-hmm. But so most of the staircase in the house looks like this. It's just the up to the observatory that's spiral. Mm-hmm. Okay, you have to add the other portion. This is to the sunroom. Look at the edged glass on the doors and the transoms. Mm-hmm. But this is the basement. So there's a downstairs kitchen, a billiard room, furnace room. I couldn't find pictures of the billiard room or the wine room or the laundry. Mm-hmm. I looked. However, at the end, like right as I was finishing up these slides, I found out that the house has an Instagram account, which I will give you the handle of at the end. But this is the main room. The salon, that's the room I was thinking of. But there's a tea room, a dining room, a pantry room.
I just saw what you room. How cute.
And the library, it's adorable. It's not too big. It's like a larder is where you store things like meat. Usually it was somewhere as cold as possible so the meat wouldn't spoil. Mm-hmm. And this is the second floor. Like the master bedroom has a sitting room and a study. The only bad part is there's no bathroom directly attached to the master bedroom. You would have to go down. But that's okay. I would make that. I'd live with that. I mean, I have to do that now.
I have a hard time with that. I need a bathroom in close proximity.
Fair. And so this is the second floor, the Egyptian Revival music room, bedroom, the curio room. So when I went looking for a picture of the curio room is when I found out the house had its own Instagram, because that's where I found the picture of the curio room, which I will show you. Too sweet. And then, of course, there's a dance room, and then the observatory. Mm-hmm. Here is the curio room.
Holy crap. Now that's original.
That's an alligator.
That's something I've never seen before.
Hanging upside down.
Nope, never seen it.
Nope. I have.
Not upside down. Now I have.
Now we have to think up when we're thinking of showcasing our collections.
I will say.
What can we suspend from the ceiling?
What can I say that's a question we pose for everyone in the chat, everyone who watches this. This year, I say we all find something to suspend from our ceiling.
But the handle for the house is just at Armor-Stiner. I will drop the link in the chat. Yeah, that's a huge snake skeleton there on the table. with what looks like a yak.
Oh.
But it's located in Irvington, New York. I don't know where in New York that is. Somebody is from New York. Please let me know. Like, is it near the city or is it like upstate? I would guess it's upstate. It's very wooded. But look at the little glass curiosities cabinet.
Yeah.
It looks like a house.
Yeah. Looks like its own little solarium. It's adorable.
Yeah, I'm going to go visit. So this is on my bucket list now of a cool place I want to steal. But I can't steal a house, unfortunately. Can't put it in my pocket.
But you can get inspiration from it and you can try to bring it into your house.
Absolutely. It's goals.
It's goals.
But, ooh. Oh. And so I had a tablescape because if you're going to be watching the little highlight you're doing, you might just want to order takeout. And this person ordered takeout but made a fancy table for their takeout. But these aren't like, most of this isn't expensive. A lot of these like plates she got like on sale. They're melamine, like a Pottery Barn.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And unbreakable glasses. So that way, you know, if you're having a raucous time, you're not going to break anything. But I thought it was really cute.
It is really
fresh,
cute.
Simple. And you can have takeout and just stick it on a fancy plate. That's all I got to do.
Love it. I love the green.
The green is great.
And
I love the big pagoda lanterns too. I'm going to be keeping my eye out for those. And this is like the second or third time I've shared something with the like bamboo looking silverware. These are my favorite because they're all silver. But
instead of like an actual bamboo handle.
Yeah. Because these probably can go in a dishwasher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's important. I already have 2 full sets I have to hand wash. No more.
You're drawing the line at 2 sets.
I've got a gold set and a silver set. No more hand washables. The rule for me. But anyway. But yeah, you can order your takeout and watch Bridgerton.
Watch Bridgerton, guys. Everybody go into your drawers and get your fans out because this Thursday, part 1 of season 3 of Bridgerton is going to be released. And if you enjoy it like I do, I mean, you know, it's fluffy, but very enjoyable. And the scenery, the interiors, the costuming, of course, you want to watch. So here's the thing, guys. So about an hour and a half ago, I decided, I made some slides, and I was like, oh, Bridgerton is going to be released this week. So I'll have that as my media must. And then, of course, I get the bright idea of, I should talk about the Regency period. I did not have a lot of time to put much together. So what we are going to look at next was a very frenzied throwing some slides together, and I'm going to be reading it for the first time along with you. So let's just look a little bit of what I grabbed from the Regency period, which was not much.
Nicole Coughlan is hilarious. Like, I first saw her on Dairy Girls, and then she showed up in Bridgerton as Penelope, and I was so excited.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's fantastic. I think I'm really gonna enjoy this episode. Fingers crossed. I mean, this season.
I'm gonna wait till June to watch it, though. I want to watch
the whole thing,
all in one go.
I'm not. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna start watching it on Thursday. I don't want to wait. Okay, so Bridgerton is set between 1813 and 1827, which was part of what is known as the Regency era. The historical and political definition of the Regency is the period from 1810 to 1820 when George, Prince of Wales, governed the country as regent during the madness of his father, George III. The Regency era is included in the Georgian period, which spanned the years from 1714 to 1837, covering the reigns of George I, II, III, and IV. So there you have it. Regency is kind of inside of the Georgian period. And so basically what I looked at was a little bit of fashion and a little bit of interiors. That's what we're going to be looking at. So for the fashion, the decade before Regency, white was the most fashionable color, and that did flow into the Regency period, especially for young women. So white was still very popular to be worn by the young women because it was, kind of like a visual representation of, I am innocent, I am pure, ask me for your hand in marriage.
Well, and like baptisms, I mean, for the same reason, when women were presented to court at this point in time, they had to wear a white dress because, Queen Charlotte and King George were living in, they held on to the fashions of their youth. So court dress almost always lagged behind popular dress in this era. But they did have to wear white to their coming out.
And then here on the right, just a lot of times if the young girls were wearing white, but they did add color in the accessories like the shawls, sashes, belts, and parasols. So this is an image that was taken from Candace's Regency World, August 1813. This was, I think they called it the walking dress is what they called it.
They had a dress for every occasion.
All right. So an alternative to the pure white dress was one of printed cotton. From the 1770s onwards, improvements in spinning and weaving speeded up the production of cotton, making it cheaper. Also, cotton was previously hand printed using engraved wood blocks, which was labor intensive and expensive. But also around this time, they started mechanizing making the printed fabrics. So the designs, the prints on the cotton dresses, if you couldn't afford the block prints, the rolled printed versions started happening at this time. And so it became more fashionable because a lot more women could afford it. A lot more women could either buy the dresses or buy the fabric to make the dresses. And so, yeah, that's something like when I watch Bridgerton, a lot of times I'm always thinking more of like balls and silk but actually the cotton dresses were one of the favorite fashionable choices during pre-Regency and throughout Regency period, as well as the prints. And here are some examples of roller printed fabric. So these would have been dresses probably worn by more of a middle class woman who, maybe couldn't afford the fancy embroidery florals or the block prints. Now you have these roller printed, they were considered calicos. And these are all period Regency print cotton.
A media must tie in. So Bernadette Banner does breakdown of costume dramas and how they tie into the actual fashion of the period. So you can, she has one for both seasons, I think, and they're on there. So if you're interested on how Bridgerton actually ties into real fashion of the era, that's a good media thing to check out. Maybe I can find that and add it in the description box. Yeah. Too.
If I can remember, I will do that.
They're not super good at sticking to the reality.
Right. Right.
It's Bridgerton. It's like fantasy.
Yeah. And so I did find on the website of the gal that I recommended last week on your channel, that Instagram, Arden, I can't remember her name now, but it's on our Brocante and Bergamot last week. This was on her page from one of the museums. I thought this was a beautiful roller printed fabric. And it's all set up for a museum, so it's
imagine wearing that to garden.
Yes, that's what it was titled. It was like the gardening outfit, and from head to toe, this is like French provincial idealistic outfit. Very romantic. I think it's wonderful. Very Jane Austen.
I would have a picnic. I would have a picnic in that dress.
The sleeves.
The sleeves are huge.
The sleeves are so good. So good. And what's interesting is I didn't close up on the shoes, but it looks like they had special things for their shoes, so maybe they could not like sink into the ground.
Into the mud, yeah. Well, they were probably leather shoes, and you didn't really want them to get wet and muddy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm thinking
my cold medicine is wearing off.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
And now I just grabbed a little bit for interiors. Light was a very important feature of Regency interiors. Large windows and skylights above the stairwells were used to let in as much light as possible, as well as mirrors were placed opposite of the windows to reflect light and the foliage and greenery outside. They also brought nature inside by placing vases of flowers all around the house. They were big on bringing the outside in and connecting with nature as we do today. And then I just grabbed a few little furniture, a fun fainting couch. Obviously probably from like an illustration in a catalog from back in the day.
Look at those feet.
I know, the little scrolled up feet. Yeah, I mean, this was also a time where like neoclassical was influenced everything. It influenced the dress, which is why the dresses started going under the bosom. It influenced the jewelry. A lot of the neoclassical cameos and were popular. And of course, in the furniture as well, you're going to have neoclassical influences.
Corsets and stays were pretty much up until the bra. People were wearing stays and corsets from like the 1600s onward. But the whole tight lacing thing is mostly a myth. There were people who tight laced, but they were in the minority of people who wore corsets. But you were still constricted. So the fainting couches were there for women who caught the vape, as they say.
Yeah. I thought the drapery panels were beautiful. And then I just grabbed a couple actual photographs of a beautiful example of a mahogany bookcase. And then some pieces with just beautiful, flame matched veneer mahogany.
Look at the feet. Those look like human feet. Oh my.
Yes, I did notice that the feet seem to be substantial on both of these pieces.
I'm gonna nerd out for a second. So this looks like the Gronk droid from episode 4 when they're in the Jawa sandcrawler. The Gronk. You see it?
I don't. Here's what you need to do. You need to go find it so you can show us a picture so we know what this droid is that you are speaking of.
Okay. I'll make a who wore it better.
Okay, so just a little bit of Regency flavor to maybe get you in the mood to go for part 1 of season 3.
Well, or, if you haven't watched it, this is the perfect time to binge watch season 1, season 2, and Queen Charlotte.
I really liked Queen Charlotte.
I loved Queen Charlotte. I loved the female friendships in it and everything. It was so much fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't we start rewatching it when you were here the last time?
Mm-mm.
Or we started watching it together?
Maybe. We didn't watch a lot of TV.
No, we didn't.
I fell asleep. I get tired. I'm an old lady. I'm an old lady.
Well, see, that's why I watch. So, again, being going to talk about my K-dramas. But K-dramas are the only way I can both relax and just, like, zone out. Because I have to read the subtitles. Because I don't know Korean. Mm-hmm. So, like, I have to just immerse myself. But that's just me. Which I watched a lot of. I started watching a new K-drama on Saturday night. That's when I made the dinner. And
if I stayed up as late as some of you 30-year-olds, I think I would be able to watch so much more content.
I try to go to bed by like 11.
Yeah. Okay. But do you multitask? How do you watch all these K-dramas and see everybody's Instagram posts?
Oh, well, Instagram, I'm usually like scrolling. If I'm waiting in line somewhere, if I'm using the bathroom. Okay. Work, if work's quiet, that's when I scroll on Instagram. Well, it's the truth. It used to be books, but now it's the phone. You get the real me. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, my body wants to be laying down by about 8:00 my time. Mm-hmm. It's like 8:00, and I'm not sleeping yet. But usually by 9:30, my eyes are closed.
I would love to be asleep by 9:30, but my brain will not allow it. Because I'm also usually just like laying in bed, like searching for that dopamine is what I'm doing. They call it dopamining.
Yeah, if I'm staying up late with friends or with a group of people or something, that's like 2:11. I usually do not make it to midnight. I usually am like, I need to go to my room.
Oh, there's no need for midnight.
I need to go to my room.
No. That's too much for me.
Oh my gosh, I need to tell you, like when the last time I went to Springfield and everyone's hanging out at that inn, I mean, I'd stay up, I'd stay as long as I could. And then like once 10:30, I'm like, I gotta go back to the room. And I was staying with Katie at that time, and Katie wouldn't roll in to that place until like 4 a.m, and then was getting up at 7 a.m.
I couldn't do that.
I couldn't either. I wouldn't be able to function. And she's fine. I couldn't do it.
Wow. See. I didn't do any shopping this weekend because, well, I'm not supposed to, and I had a lot to do. But I did. I made some fun new felted things, but now they're all at the shop.
Oh.
But I can show you a dapper gentleman.
Okay, a felted dapper gentleman.
Mm-hmm. His name's Freddie.
Okay.
You're gonna make me big.
Oh, sorry. All right.
The title of the piece, Freddie, toxic but fabulous.
Oh, he's a poison dart frog?
A strawberry poison dart frog, yeah.
Oh, he is just the best.
He's waving.
How big is he?
He's little. He's like 3 inches by 4 inches. He's just about this big.
I want one to wear as like a pin to put like on a hat.
Okay.
Or a jacket, like.
Gotcha. I'll see what I can do.
Yeah. Yeah. Or I can try to make one. We are going to felt.
I have a custom thing I have to work on for cheesecake next. So
we're going to felt.
Oh, yeah, we're going to felt.
Cheesecake lives in New York.
Oh, well, maybe I'll have to hand deliver her a felted thing. Business expense. It's too delicate to put in the mail.
Too fragile.
Okay. Going out at 10.
I couldn't
go out at 10 when I was in college. Well,
no, I don't know how you did that, Tammy. I don't know how you did it.
If it doesn't start at least 7, I'm out. I like my house. It's funny. So there was a TikTok going around of a girl asking where the 30 and 40-year-olds hang out. And somebody answered, they're like, listen, if we have purchased a house or an apartment, we're at home. Because we got to get our money's worth.
They have a good point.
I mean,
yeah.
I've been busy these days, but I still like when I get an evening to just be at home. Of course, I'm doing lots of chores, but it's nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
Well, you want to make yourself bigger?
Oh, sure. Yep.
Now, when is your last sale?
I haven't actually figured it out, but probably this. Actually, it might be even the first week of June, because I want
packing time and
right
time.
I don't know exactly when I'm leaving, so but just to be safe, probably more toward the beginning of June.
Well, I wanted to look at something because I had a thought. Oop, ignore that. Can you hear that?
No, I can't hear it.
Okay, good. I was curious as to the date of our very first B&B. Because I feel like we're approaching.
I was just going to say, did we miss it?
Well, because we were talking about like our 100th episode, which is approaching. But let's see here. When did we? May 23rd. We're 10 days away.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Let's see. Well, next Monday will be the closest to 2 full years. But if we want to go past 2 full years, it's 27.
Okay.
We might have to have a party.
A party?
Maybe we should do a Q&A again.
That would be fun.
All right, y'all. Do you have any burning questions for us? Submit them to us on any of the various channels and or email addresses. And on the 27th, we'll answer them.
Or we can do like those would you rathers. Remember when we did some of those when I was at your place last May?
Yeah.
Last year?
We'll find something fun. It'll be game night.
Mm-hmm.
Or just trivia Something.
Yay.
It would be something fun.
Yay.
Well,
it's time.
We're real close to time.
Yeah, time to sign off, guys. It's been an hour. It is now time to go find all of our friends who are having sales if you want to hang out with them. Or if you're like Catherine Young, it is time to go Betty buy.
Ooh. Replacements.com is having a yard sale.
Oh.
Saturday, September 21st.
Hmm.
I know where that is because I would drive by it coming from grad school to home.
Oh.
I always wanted to stop, but I was like, no, don't do it.
I'm just wondering if it's like an actual yard sale or if it's like prices you could just get online, because Replacements is pretty well known to be kind of at the tippity top. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But the prices there, I think, are better than what they have online because then they have to pack and ship and then all of that.
Okay. Oh.
Kara says the prices are good.
He's confirming. Okay. Prices are good. And so this is going to be September.
I think I'll be preparing for a possible excursion then.
I think that's going to be around when the extravaganza is. So I'm going to be in Ohio. So I won't be in North Carolina. So you're going to have to get all the good stuff for us, Kara.
Jamie Renee still wants to get the garden teacup that I unpacked when you were here.
Oh, yeah. That was a fun unpacking. You had some great stuff.
I don't have that many boxes. I can't afford it, but I bought it all. Oh, goodness. All right.
Okay.
Well, be sure to catch Heather on her channel Sunday for a sale.
Yeah. I'll be back at it this Sunday.
And the next Monday will be on my channel.
Yeah.
And I have an idea for a history highlight, but I have 2 ideas, so we'll find out which one I go with.
Okay.
Surprise.
It'll be a mystery. We like surprises here, so we're here for it. All right, guys.
Have a great night, everybody.
Yeah, have a wonderful, wonderful night, wonderful week. We love you guys so much.